Alright, so I'm going to start off these taste tests with something that I feel is a little bit more adventurous, although really I feel like a lot of these are kind of on the more adventurous side. I'm going to start off with the chicken larv flavored seaweed chips. Always been curious about seaweed, I just have a feeling I'm not going to like it, but for these, larv is salad in Thailand. It's made with meat, fish sauce, and lime juice, and toasted rice. And then they're using seaweed in this one to give it crunch. So yeah, let's see what it's about. There's a little tear tab. I'm just having trouble getting it open. Doesn't smell too bad. Okay, I had a feeling this was just silica gel or whatever that stuff is called. Yeah, you're not supposed to eat this. So, here's what they look like. Looks like kind of a puffed rice on one side and that's seaweed on the other. I think it's tolerable. Yeah, just like the base of it. It's not the worst thing I've ever had, but it's just kind of on the tolerable side for me. It's got some nice spicy seasoning on it. So yeah, it's pretty alright. Alright guys, so today I'm going to try this Swiss Dutch cheese wafer. So apparently in Thailand, it's a really popular tourist destination for the Dutch, and a lot of them actually live there permanently. It's kind of interesting to see things like that, because like when I went to London, the majority of the people in the area that I was in were actually Indian. I actually never did really look up like how that came to be, but I mean, I'm sure there's some historical event that led to that happening. But yeah, there's a bit of intermingling between Thai and Dutch culture, which is, in my mind, a very interesting combination. So, as I've mentioned previously, I have to stand while doing these for the time being, and I'm trying to not make a mess, so things are a bit awkward for me right now, so let's see if I can do this. Should also mention I'm a bit picky when it comes to the artificial cheese type snacks. I do like Cheetos though, at least. Well, it's interesting. Just on one bite, I'm not sure if I like it though. It's definitely has, you know, sort of the generic artificial cracker sandwich style cheese to it, but it's also very sweet, which I don't really expect from cheese snacks like that. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I like this, but I can at least tolerate it. Alright guys, so today I'm going to try these hot and spicy chicken wing potato rings. Should be good. Love spicy food. I've had a few different Asian chicken flavored snacks and they're usually pretty good. Definitely have a strong smell to them. So yeah, I ate just one, then I'm gonna grab a small handful. Yeah, I don't really feel like the chicken flavor is overly strong, but it has a good sweet and spicy kick to it. So that's pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna try these sweet and spicy sausage rings. I'm trying these mainly because I'm in the mood for something savory and spicy, but I don't like sausage, but in my experience, most meat-flavored snacks, meat flavor tends to be kind of subtle. So I'm certainly hoping that's the case with this. So here's what they look like. Typical potato ring snacks. I've had a few snacks that are like these. Most of them from the Asia area. I think they're really popular over there, so let's try some. They're alright. Yeah, it does have kind of what I guess you could call a sausage flavor to them. Which, I mean, it's not really strong sausage flavor, but I mean, I can still at least notice it. It also has a nice spicy kick to it. So overall, it's okay. Alright, so today I'm going to try these chocolate caramel cookies. Apparently these are a New Year's tradition. Apparently the caramel from this is made from coconut milk. So that should be pretty interesting, I think. So I only have two. Hopefully they're good. Actually, kind of hope they're bad since I only have these two tiny things. Because if they're really good, I'm going to want more. And unfortunately, they're really good. So I really like the actual cookie of it. That's like the first thing that came to me. Has a nice texture to it. Tastes like a shortbread cookie. Nice soft buttery taste to it. Then the chocolate caramel hit me. Let me get another one to take a better look at it, because it tasted to me like it was kind of like mixed together instead of like layered or anything like that. So I'm gonna try to take just a small bite. I'll just try to break it in half. Yeah, I don't see any layering going on it. So good. So yeah, it's just kind of mixed together. But it's a really good mix, nice balance. In fact, I'll go ahead and eat this one. Yeah, really nice balance of chocolate and caramel, I think. This might be a little bit too American, but I feel like this would taste really good with a little bit of hazelnut in the mix with it too. But that's just me, but it's pretty good either way. Probably my favorite snack that I've had from this Tokyo box so far. So today I'm going to try these chocolate coconut chips. I'm somewhat concerned for these. Coconut tends to be pretty hit or miss for me, so we shall see. So, tiny little pieces, so I'll try to grab a decent handful. These aren't for you, Thomas. Yeah. I think I like these. Got a few more just for kind of get a second taste of them. So yeah, I would say the chocolate flavor is actually pretty subtle with these, but it has kind of a nice, you know, it's nice and crispy, you know, it's toasted. Yeah, it's really quite good. I think it's mainly like cold coconut chunks. Like, you know, I don't really care for like fresh coconut, but these are pretty good. So today I'm going to try these Thai iced tea wafer cookies with, I think this also has like a milk flavor mixed in with it. So let's see what these are going to be like. I in general like wafer cookies, but of course cream that's used in them can drastically change the flavor, so hopefully these will be good. Did have the cheese wafers Thomas was trying to get in the box earlier. First I wasn't really entirely sure how I felt about them, but in the end I decided I liked them. So one of the first things that really stood out to me from the cheese wafers or how sweet it was. I'm getting something similar from this, so that leads me to think that a lot of the sweetness from it actually comes from the wafers, not the cream in it. Because American wafer cookies tend to not be overly sweet. These are a little bit more on the sweeter side. Mainly what this is making me wish is that I was more familiar with the taste of Thai tea, just so I can kind of, you know, say how close it is to the flavor of it, all that, but overall though, this is pretty alright. I don't think that's something I would have gone out of my way to have again, but I don't mind it, it's alright. Alright, so today I'm going to try these cookies and cream sandwich cookies. Now I'm going to go ahead and say that I was just playing with some mail envelope. What a silly cat. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that the only Oreo style cookie that I've had that I liked is Oreos. So naturally I have kind of low expectations for these. It's not so much the cookies so much as the cream that I feel like no other company can get right. But something that I've recently discovered is when using these as an ingredient for, say, ice cream, cakes, pies, etc., I actually kind of do prefer knockoff Oreos to the real thing. In those situations, the cream taste gets pretty subtle. But the main thing that I like about it is those cheap, shitty cookies are softer than Oreos. And I kind of prefer that texture in those type of situations. Strange, huh? So yeah, let's see if Thailand can, by chance, do what American companies that aren't Oreo can't do. Oh, and I'm making a mess. They're all crumbled up. Yeah, they're all kind of falling apart, so I'm just going to kind of grab some pieces. Make do with what I got, you know, make sure I at least eat cookie and cream. Got most of one there. The way they're intended to be eaten. So the first thing that I noticed is that the cookie part of it is really good. I'd say just, you know, in terms of the cookie by itself, it's maybe not quite as good as real Oreos, but it's definitely a challenger. In terms of the cream, though, for better or for worse, I really didn't notice it at all. Which I have to say is better than most companies, because most of them I noticed the cream, and I wish I didn't because it tastes so terrible. So now I just had a little bit of the cream by itself. It's actually pretty decent. I wish I had more of it so you can notice it a little bit better when you have it with a full cookie, but overall, these are actually pretty decent. Hey guys, so today I'm going to try these caramel and garlic crisp. I have to say, out of all the things from this Thailand box, this has been what I've been most excited for. Honestly, I'm not, I don't really care that much if I like it or not. I just really hope it has a very distinct caramel and a very distinct garlic taste in it. I hope it's not subtle at all. So yeah, let's get into this. Definitely can smell the garlic. Here's what they look like. This is definitely what I was hoping for. Has kind of a nice sweet coating. And yeah, it has a pretty strong spicy, garlicky taste to it too. And I think I enjoy these too. So yeah, caramel and garlic crisp. I definitely recommend seeing if you can track these down and try them for yourself. Hey guys, so today I'm going to try the Milky Chews. I don't drink milk. I don't really like milk. We shall see what this milk flavored candy is like. Here's what it looks like. Yeah, it's alright. It does have kind of a milky taste to it. I'm not a huge fan of this one. Alright guys, so today I'm going to try this Seaweed Bowl. One of the first snacks that I tried from this Thailand box was another seaweed snack. And at the time of recording this, that was actually a fairly long time ago. But in memory, I actually I thought it was just kind of okay, but in memory, I thought the seaweed side of it was actually a little bit better than the like rice side of it or whatever. So yeah, I think this is pretty much just pure seaweed. So we shall see what that's like. So it's pretty thin, interesting texture to it. I was not expecting it to be that spicy. Wow. That was very interesting. And I'm really not sure how I feel about it, to be honest. I'm gonna try just a very small. Yeah, at first it's actually a little bit sweet, but then it just kind of like big spiciness just all of a sudden kind of kicks in. Reminds me a little bit of wasabi, but I fucking hate wasabi. I think I might like this. Yeah, this is kind of an acquired taste, but I don't know if seaweed snacks we have in America are anything like this, but if they are, I might have to have them on a somewhat regular basis. Like we're talking like generously once a month maybe, but I can see myself having this again. Alright, so on my last candy for the Thailand box, at the time of recording this, I still have one more candy to try from the mix box that I ordered from the store. But yeah, my last candy is these Dynamite chocolate mints. And according to the little magazine, these are more intense than your typical American mints. And they have chocolate in the center. Should be interesting. So that's what they look like. Alright, so granted, mint isn't something that I eat a whole lot of. I wouldn't say these felt particularly what I'd think of as intense, but they're alright. The little chocolate center is pretty nice. So yeah, not bad. Probably the most intense, or at least what I describe as intense, mint thing that I've had. My friend Brooklyn, I think back on Christmas, sent me, they're called like white mint cakes. But yeah, I refrigerated all of them, and they're pretty strong mint flavor. I don't know if that'd be the case if I refrigerated these. I don't think I'm gonna even bother trying it, honestly. But yeah, overall, this box was pretty mixed. I mean, I guess the only thing that I really didn't like were those milk candies. You know, there was a lot of stuff that I thought was kind of ran in the middle, and a decent number of things I thought were pretty good. So yeah, it was a pretty okay box.